Here are 7 shocking truths about women that psychology and Stoicism reveal. You'll never see her the same. What if everything you thought you knew about women, their emotions, motives, and actions was only half true? In an assumptive world full of stereotypes and snap judgments, how many times do we really take the time to understand? There's a richer tale hidden beneath the surface, beneath each expression or lack of expression, one forged through psychology, real experience, and indeed, eternal philosophy. Stoicism, a philosophy that was conceived centuries ago, does not only address warriors and emperors, but anyone who wishes to learn about human nature, without delusion. It does not address gender, it addresses the human condition. And when it is seen through this perspective, the reality of women becomes more candid, more potent, and more startling than most people are aware of. Let's take a look at 7 truths, supported by psychology but explained through Stoicism, that could change your life about the women you know forever. Truth 1. Women feel deeply, but mastering emotion is strength, not weakness. Contemporary psychology demonstrates that women tend to be more emotionally intelligent. They are more likely to sense, process, and move through emotion more sensitively. However, in society, emotion is frequently characterized as weakness. Stoicism does not instruct otherwise. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that strength is found in controlling one's mind, not stifling it. The woman who hurts but reacts graciously, who rides out storms with compassion rather than tempests, she is not weak. She is deeply stoic. Strength isn't in the lack of emotion, it's in the management of it. Truth 2. Women are not less logical, they are holistically minded. Men are rational, women are emotional, the old cliché goes. But this dual vision falters under greater understanding. Psychology teaches us that although women might think about emotional and social factors more, they are no less rational for it. They are just wider thinkers. Seneca cautioned that imagination brings more pain than actuality, and imagination resides in all of us, not only women. A balanced approach that takes into account feeling, intuition, and reason is usually nearer to truth. It's not weakness, it's wisdom exercised with subtlety. Truth 3. Female resilience is silent but unbreakable. We tend to equate strength with loudness, with brash pronouncements and audible grit. But resilience may not be any of these things. Consider the single mother coping with kids naturally in adversity, the woman living in sorrow behind an untroubled face, the many sacrifices made silently across lifetimes. Seneca reminds us, the tragedy isn't that life is so short, but that we waste so much of it. Many women, never once referring to themselves as Stoics, live out this fact. They don't waste time complaining, they just keep going, and that is actual strength. Truth 4. Women live in a world that tends to constrain them. Stoicism, however, grants inner liberation. For most of history, women have been under societal, cultural, and systemic restrictions. And yet Stoicism instructs that real freedom isn't outside, it's within. Epictetus taught that no one is free unless they control themselves. When a woman decides to stand above judgment, to respond instead of react, to maintain her peace in the face of outside pressure, she is Stoic power. Freedom, the Stoics taught, starts where control over others stops. Truth 5. Intuition isn't mystery, it's refined observation. The women's intuition that we so often speak of seems mystical, but it isn't. It's the result of attention, decades of observing small things, of learning the unwritten patterns, of picking up on what isn't said. Marcus Aurelius taught perpetual observation of change. Women learn this often in a way by social conditioning and survival. Intuition is simply honed perception, and the skill to read it well. Truth 6. Vulnerability is not weakness, it's the highest courage. Women in many cultures are supposed to be soft but not too emotional, vulnerable but not dramatic, which creates pressure to hold back truth. But the Stoics, the popular mythology, didn't teach coldness. They taught courage. And what is more courageous than to open your heart knowing it can be misunderstood or rejected? Seneca wrote, "The courageous are free." Vulnerability, when possessed and given from the heart, is an act of courage. And many women demonstrate this each day, in love, in leadership, in life. Truth 7. Women are mirrors to your inner growth. The greatest challenge of your Stoic practice is not how you act when you are alone, but how you react in relationship, with family, friends, partners. A woman who pushes you is not your adversary. She's your reflection. If her silence unsettles you, notice your mind. Epictetus taught us to end the procrastination and hold ourselves to the highest standards. The presence of an emotionally intelligent, strong woman will reveal where your ego still resides, and that's a blessing. She doesn't disturb your peace, she shows you where peace has not yet been set. These facts aren't intended to split. They're intended to bring together, to demonstrate that women, just like men, are multidimensional, competent, and full of Stoic richness. Emotion, intuition, strength, and vulnerability are not female weaknesses. They're human strength. The quicker we realize this, the quicker we mature. So what now? Select calm over reaction. Select compassion over judgment. When you meet a woman who explodes your assumptions, stop, think, ask, not why is she like this, but what is she revealing about me? Practice Stoicism not only in isolation, but in relationship. That's where the magic is. That's where true growth occurs. Tonight, identify one woman who irritates or intrigues you. Don't attempt to change her, just notice, learn, grow, because sometimes the most Stoic figure in the room is the one you've overlooked all along. You've overlooked all along.